Good evening, students. My name is Priya, and I'll be talking about heredity and evolution. I have taken this topic from the 10th standard. So, firstly, what do you mean by heredity? So, what is heredity? So, heredity means the sum of all, I'll write it down, sum of all biological processes the sum of all the biological processes which are particularly characterized from parents to the offspring. Sum of all biological processes which particularly characterize the transmission from parents to the offspring. So I'll give you an example of it. Like, it has been mentioned from parents to the offsprings. So the sum of all the processes, like all the biological processes, it is transmitted from the parents to the offsprings. So if you take an example, so I'll take an example of breast cancer, or you can take any other diseases if you want. So firstly, I'll talk about the breast cancer, okay? Or you can take any other example of heredity, like the blue eyes. So we'll talk about this later. So breast cancer, blue eyes. So breast cancer, it is transmitted from the parents to the offsprings, okay? So the breast cancer, it says that it transfers from the parents to the offsprings, okay? So this can also be known as family history. I have mentioned this because you can easily remember. So if you have a family history of breast cancer, it will be transmitted from the parents to the offsprings, okay? So next we'll talk about evolution. So what is this evolution? So evolution means it is the change in the heritable character. So it is a change in heritable characters of biological populations over successive generations. So evolution means it is the change in the heritable characters of biological population over successive generations. So as it has been mentioned, like heritable characters, change in the heritable characters. So as I was talking about evolution, example. So there are many examples, okay? So the very first example which comes in my mind is the industrial melanism, okay? So industrial melanism. So before 1800 in England, okay, we will talk about England, okay? So before 1800 in England, there were very few industries. Okay, very few, like there were very few industries, and industrialization was not there like in large quantities. So there were moths. Okay, moths, it is a kind of bug, or you can say insect. Okay, there were moths. The scientific name of moth is Biston betularia. Okay, betularia. You should underline it also. Yeah, the genus and the species name should be underlined. So yeah, with a black pen, or I don't have black pen now, so I'll underline this. So moths. So there were two types of moths. One is the black one, and the other one is the white one. There were two types of moths. Okay, so what happened, these moths, they used to live in the lichen tree. So there were two moths, black and white. So there were no pollution. Because there were no industries. So in the trees, there were lichens. Okay, there were lichens, and they were white in color. The lichens, they were on the trees, okay, where the moth used to live. So the lichens, it used to have black and white color moths. Okay, so lichens, as you know, the color of lichens, they were white in color because there were no pollution. So in that, the white color lichens, they survived. Okay, and the black color lichens, they died. Why they died? Because in the white, you can see this is white paper. If I write on a white a pen, you won't be able to see the white pen. Okay, if I write with the black, you can see the black one. So likewise, the birds used to come and they used to eat the black one. Okay, so white survived. So after this, in 1900, or you can say after 1900. Okay, I'll write after 1900. After 900, what happened is, you can write here, white moth survived. Okay, white moth survived. So after 1900, what happened? The pollution got arised. Okay, pollution got arised. So the pollution got arised, and due to the pollution, the lichens which were white in color, they became black. Lichens became black. Okay, lichens became black. So when the lichen has become black, the few moths on the tree. So this is a tree. Here the lichens are present. In that, the white colors were there and the black colors were also there. Okay, so what happened? The black color, they died, and the white color, they survived. But there were few black colors, 2, 3 or 4, 5. So after that, what happened during this period? What happened is, the lichens became black, and apart from that, what happened is, the moths were visible. Okay, moths were visible to the birds. So what happened is, birds ate them. Okay, birds ate them. So after that, what happened is, the white moths population decreased. Okay, population decreased. So what happened? Simultaneously, the population of the black moths increased because there were very few left. Okay, for example, in the tree there were 30 whites and 30 blacks. So in that, I'm talking about the 800 period. So what happened there is, there were 30 whites left, and there were suppose 10 were left, 10 black. So in this period it was like this, and after this, after 1900, what happened is the white moths, they died, the population became less, and here their population arose. Okay, their population got arose. So what happened is, at last black survived. Okay, at last black survived, because the lichens became polluted, lichens became black, so the black moth survived. So okay, so this is an example of the evolution. Okay, the evolution. And apart from that, there is also an example apart from this, that is, you can take example of giraffe. So the neck of the giraffe, neck of the giraffe, what happened to the neck of giraffe? Before, they were short. Okay, and after that, what happened? Due to the like, they had to eat, they had to, like, it has been like told that before the giraffe, they were their neck was short neck. Okay, and after generation, what happened? Generation after generation, what happened? Their neck got long neck, because they have to survive to the fittest. Like, we tell it as the natural selection. This I'll tell you later on. So yeah, this was the example. So you can take this as an example. This is the best one. Yeah. So thank you so much.